Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of 22 Minutes. I am Jason Bates, and I'm going to bring you the lender side of things. And this is my partner here, Mr. Stephen Cotton.
Somersault. Oh, just kidding. I don't
Somersault.
know what I was doing.
Somersault. All right. He's going to bring us the realtor side of things, and together we hope to not only entertain you, but also bring you the valuable content that you can actually use when you're looking to buy, sell, refinance, invest in
Invest,
property here in Phoenix,
sell or
Arizona.
carry.
Yeah,
Yeah, 31 exchange.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Anything real
I
estate.
don't,
We want to be on your team, and it does take a
yeah.
team.
I was. We have one of my buyer's agents, Chris. You
Yes.
know, I was over at his house, and his in-laws are over there because he's got two twins that are like 5 months old. So hello, Chris, if you're watching. But the his mother-in-law's. I'm there, and I got Chris these really cool cards for his birthday, business cards.
Hmm.
That say like it says Chris Sutter, badass real estate agent on the
Yeah.
front, and then on the back it says like pow pow. But so I'm giving him these cards, happy birthday, a little late, and then she says, "Is real estate? Is it just real estate that you do, Stefan? Is that just real estate?" And then Chris and I just looked at each other and just started laughing. Yeah, just everything involved with real estate, tax liens,
Yeah.
tax notes, non-performing notes. Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot to that, right? It's an all-encompassing umbrella phrase, I guess. So anything real estate, we want to be your team of choice. Be sure to head over to our Facebook page, like that page for us. We'd appreciate that. I think we got a like over the weekend, which is good. That's good. We appreciate that support. Hey, if you're a new viewer to the show, well, thank you for being a part of the show and watching us here. We do appreciate that support. And we do this Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Arizona time. That's when we do it live. You can always catch the replay over on our YouTube channel. So if you want to head over there, be sure to subscribe and give us that thumbs up on that page. We
What's the
appreciate
YouTube
that.
channel? Do you ever talk about what our YouTube channel is
Yeah,
called?
it's if you just Google or do a YouTube 22 minutes, it'll show up 22 minutes, Jason and
Okay.
Stefan. It's actually on my channel, but you can Google
Sure.
search 22 minutes. I've got a whole section dedicated to 22 minutes. So
Sure.
you can
All right.
check it out there, whole playlist there. Hey, we
The
always,
other thing,
oh, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say before we start, the other thing I got this last week, somebody that watched the podcast went out to, I took me out to lunch, and we were just chatting about podcasts being short, like 5 minutes or 3 minutes or something, and we are
Hmm.
22 minutes. And he's all like, "Is 22 minutes too long?" Right? So
Yeah.
I think we get a lot of information out there, and I think the people that are watching it are benefiting from what we talk about for 22 minutes. But I said we can't go longer or we can't go shorter because the show's called 22 minutes. Can't like 22 minutes with Jason Stefan where we do 5 minutes worth of real estate and then dead silence for some.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, there's so much information. It's hard to, that'd be hard to cram it into 5 minutes. I think that would be very, very difficult, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
This is a big investment, right? One of the biggest investments you're ever going to make in your life. I think dedicating 22 minutes to that is good,
Yeah.
right? Because sometimes you put out information, it can be just enough to tease somebody, but not enough to educate somebody.
Right.
And that can be a little dangerous. So I like the 22 minutes for this platform. Other platforms, absolutely. 5 minutes would probably be fantastic for those.
Right.
Hey, we always do a tweet quote of the day. Let's get right to that because we got some news we got to cover while Stefan answers his Jedi phone.
Darth Vader's calling. All right, let's go to that tweet.
All right, here we go. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. And I thought about this one because a lot of people think that buying a home might be impossible for them. It's not impossible. Trust me. It's getting the right team around you, and that's hard. That's really hard. I understand that from a consumer perspective. I always get asked, well, how do you know you got the right team around you? Well, ask the right questions. We've done some episodes on that where you need to ask the right questions to your prospective realtor or your lender. Remember, they work for you. You don't work for them. So interview them.
Right. Except for, hold on. The caveat is, except for when you're under contract and your lender is requiring you to turn in some paperwork at that point. Just turn in the paperwork, right? And don't tell
Yeah.
them that, hey, you work for me. I don't have to turn in my taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't say that. Don't say that. Help me help you, kind of
Right.
Jerry Maguire thing, right? So there we go. It's not impossible. Everything is possible, especially when it comes to real estate. Just surround yourself with good quality people, and you'll be a-okay. Okay, so we got Monday Newsmakers, and I want to get your opinion on some of this stuff. So let's get right to it.
Ready?
The good old CFPB, right?
Yep. We thought it was
CFPB.
going away.
And it may. Corday, we've said, he may be running for governor of Ohio.
Yep.
Who knows if the CFPB is gonna go away, but never doubt the CFPB because the states may take over the CFPB or may create their own CFPB. So Pennsylvania is going to create its own CFPB. Apparently, the CFPB is not getting the job done enough to suit Pennsylvania and some other states. Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro announced last week that he is creating a consumer financial protection unit to give further protection to residents. It will be headed by Nicholas Smith, who helped create the CFPB, the initial, the one that we know it. Other states are taking similar measure. My question is this good? So who's going to police the states? Is that a federal thing, state thing? I don't know.
I mean, I think a lot of people think government's too big, and I think that's probably one of those election things that, is divisive or decisive on how you lean one way or the other. But I think, I do think shrinking it down to where a state run versus a national run in this situation might be good because each state runs a mortgages a little differently, right? I mean, escrows are different. Half of them have lawyers, half of them have title companies,
Yeah, this is true.
So the number one thing I have is that the CFPB, the national one, is funded by itself. They find the fines that help fund them. Is this Pennsylvania one going to run the same way? And then how bad is it in Pennsylvania? So I have some questions because how bad is it in Pennsylvania that someone's saying the national level isn't doing it enough? So what's going on over there in Pennsylvania?
Well, I think I don't know. The way I read it was they basically said, "Hey, we see the writing on the wall. CFPB as a national organization is going away. Therefore, in order to protect our citizens, we're going to create our own CFPB." My thing is for lenders, from a lender's perspective, because I'm going to give the lender's perspective on stuff like this. If I'm a national lender and I have 50 CFPBs running around, well, that's more legislation that I have to research. Therefore, I have to hire more attorneys. Therefore, that cost, it may be passed down to the consumer. So I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or not. I think it's a good thing for the citizens, of course. But we may see national lenders get a little more expensive, or they may just say, hey, we're not going to do business in certain states, which may shrink that particular market if the states...
CFPBs, yeah, right.
If they do ridiculous fines, stupid fines, like the current CFPB is doing, lenders will say, I'll just pull out.
Yeah.
And that could create some issues too. So a little bit of a slippery slope when it comes to this. Be careful on this. Sounds good as a overall picture, but could be
on the national. You're right, because on the national thing, if we had 50 different rules, or you had a fine in Arkansas but you didn't get one in Arizona for the same stuff, for the same practices, then there's no consistency, right?
Right.
And maybe that's what the CFPB, even though the national one doesn't seem to have consistency at this level. I mean,
right. Yeah, the concept is good. I mean, as a consumer looking from the outside, hey, that sounds good. You're there to protect me, but could sometimes do a little more harm than good. So we'll see. Hopefully, it's just a way to keep lenders in check and not an income revenue source. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's kind of happening with the national CFPB. Okay, next story here. This is mortgage price wars. The mortgage price wars. They're on, baby. They're on like Donkey Kong.
So mortgage price wars to me means that people are competing for the lowest mortgage rates.
Pretty much, yeah. Lowest mortgage rates, lowest fees, that sort of thing. says here we've begun to see a proliferation of mortgage price guarantees, especially from larger lenders. Ally Bank, which got out of the mortgage business, they were part of GMAC back in the day, jumped into the mortgage market again with Ally Home. So Ally Home is back in it. Like some other lenders, Ally is offering a low price guarantee. If a consumer finds a better price at another lender, send the competitors complete loan estimate dated within the past 5 business days, and Ally will match the interest rate and the points when the consumer is ready to lock in their interest rate with Ally. The question is, what if an astute borrower goes to another lender after offering these guarantees and gets the loan estimate continually dropping the price? I've seen this happen. They've tried this with me, and it gets to a point where my service and my knowledge is worth something. If you're just shopping to get the best rate, well, go somewhere else because I'm not going to help you. I've even done it, and I'll back in my younger days.
But your rates are good. Let's say your rates are good though. Let's not just say I'm worth $20.
Yeah. But there's always somebody out there who's going to say, "Well, that's not good enough for me. I'm the king of the United States. Therefore, I need the best rate. I need the rate that's not even possible. It's impossible. Not I'm possible."
$14 haircut, I can give it for $8. I can get an $8 haircut.
Right. Or they'll say, "Oh, $14. Well, I can get it for $13.99." Okay.
Yeah, right.
Come on. So
anyways, your younger days. What were you going to say about your younger days? Because I cut you off.
I've done when I was doing leads, especially on Lending Tree and some of these other lead generation things. I would quote a rate that I couldn't get. I knew I couldn't get it, but I would quote that rate, and people would say, "Well, I found something better." Yeah, right. I know you didn't find anything better, because what I quoted was, I made it up. So, hey, and full disclosure, I did that because it would be pretty upsetting. Like, look, you can't get a better rate somewhere. What I'm offering you is very, very fair. Be reasonable, right? Do your homework too before you get a rate quote. Check out what rates are. It'd be like you offering, hey, I'll sell your home for -1%. I'll pay you to sell your home. It's not going to happen.
A lot of people don't realize that you can shop around for lenders and it doesn't affect your credit at one point, right? Really. And even if you just get like look at, I don't know. Can you talk to them about their past clients? Can you?
Yeah. There's something to be said. Okay, when you're getting personalized service, there's a value in that. And there has to be, it's just like you as an agent. You can't do it for $500. These flat fee agencies and stuff. You get what you pay for. So, in a mortgage transaction, which is one of the biggest transactions of your life, you need personalized service. You need someone you can trust. You need somebody who's going to be there for you, answer the phone on weekends. It's an emotional time when you're buying a house, locking in an interest rate. Well, that's worth something. Now, I'm not saying get ripped off. No. But be reasonable about what you're getting for. Listen, Johnny Cochran didn't get the money he got because he was, not good. You get what you pay for. And I'm not saying you should overpay for anything, but if you need personalized service, as a lot of first-time home buyers do, then you don't expect to get the lowest rate out there, because if you get that, you're never going to touch or talk to anybody and get your answers to your questions.
So just to summarize, to save, let's say $50, it's $50 cheaper for improper service. Or maybe I saved $100 on my mortgage, and here's what I got. Is $100 enough? Is $100 on a $200,000 purchase, saving $100 for something bad, like poor service? I guess that's the way I look at it. Right?
Yeah. Or some people say, well, you compound that, the payment is a difference of, $10 a month, but over 30 years. It's like, well, that argument really doesn't stand with me, because the likelihood of you keeping that loan for 30 years, pretty insignificant, really, right? So I get it. I want the best interest rate. I'm just like anybody else. I want the best interest rate out there, but I also understand that I'm willing to pay for good quality knowledge and service. I just am. But not to a degree that it rips me off. Just something fair. Give me something fair. So we're seeing that. I'm seeing that a lot of, especially with these internet companies, right? Internet mortgage companies that are out there. SOFO or whatever it is. You basically are talking to a computer.
Right.
Therefore, they cut out the person, the interaction. Therefore, it's cheaper. Therefore, they cut the rates.
Right.
I don't know.
Because computers don't need business cards, and that's part of your cost.
Yeah, there
They
you
don't
go.
have.
There you go.
Right.
Okay, so next story here. Next story. Oh, let me change the slide here. Slide. Freddie Mac. You may have seen this, Stefan. You may have been approached by many different lenders who are offering this program. I know everybody was trying to be first on the market with it. I never went down this road for this particular program because I just didn't see it. Fannie Mae didn't follow it. Freddie Mac announced last week that it is changing the requirement to its low down payment mortgage program and will no longer allow lenders to continue gifts or grants to reach the 3% down payment requirement. You may have, to kind of summarize, Freddie Mac, a lot of lenders were touting, hey, 1% down. I got a 1% down program, right? That's a Freddie Mac program. Freddie Mac was allowing for lenders to contribute toward that 3%, or any other entity that, for that matter, to contribute toward that 3%, therefore only requiring the borrower only requiring 1% down. Guaranteed rate was a big proponent of this, and same with Quicken Loans. Quicken Loans was really a big proponent of this and really pushing this 1% down program. Well, can't do it anymore. Freddie Mac said no more, not doing it.
I wonder why.
Well, I think this is a good thing a little bit. I mean, I think they're kind of aligning themselves a little bit more with Fannie Mae. Fannie
Right.
Mae, you do 3% down. I mean, 3% is still less than the other one. You got down payment assistance for the people who truly need it. These other programs, I don't know. I think people were taking advantage of it when they didn't actually truly need it.
If
kind of thing.
well, yeah, I think that happens quite a bit. I mean, but
Yeah.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, if they keep aligning with each other, then what's going to be the difference?
Well, I've been saying that for quite some time. I don't know. I think they may join together. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. But that
Right
program's
here,
going away.
love connection between Fannie and Freddie.
Fannie Freddie. Hey, it's female, male. What the heck, Hey, what's your take on that? Do you think it's a good move overall?
Well, anything that can help somebody get into a house. Once you're in the house, if 1% down, 3% down, if you remove the 2%, we're talking about $4,000 on a $200,000 house. I mean, if you don't
Yeah.
have it or you can't get it gifted, they're saying gifted from a lender, not so much a family member. We could still get gifted from a family member, right, at 640?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just a Fannie Mae thing?
No,
So
you can get
I
it.
would think.
Yeah, you still get a
Okay.
gift. Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize that either. Remember, a lot of these misconceptions about you need 20% down on a house. You only need 1% down in this scenario, but actually, if you have a 640 credit score, you can get your down payment gifted as long as you have reserves or somebody has reserves for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So them removing this little thing doesn't slow down the business. I don't think at all.
No. No, but it stops the lenders from advertising 1% down.
Right. Right.
And it's a little bit of I don't want to say a false thing, but, it stops lenders. Lenders are so quick to jump on early adoption of programs, to be first on the market, to have this little competitive edge. This is why we're seeing these mortgage wars going on. That I think they kind of push a product that then oversaturates it. Therefore, Freddie Mac said, wait a minute here. We're getting way too many of these types of loans. It's unbalancing our portfolio. We got to put a stop to it. And that's where I think it's a good thing, because we need balance within the portfolio on the secondary market. Otherwise, we may turn into, one bad apple ruins the basket kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think it's good. Last story here. We got about 3 minutes here, but last story here: building larger homes. Is that trend or trouble? We've spoken about this. The tariffs and the cost of labor and things like that. A lot of pressure under these builders.
Lumber tariffs.
Yeah, lumber tariffs and stuff like that. Is this good or bad? Good for the builders?
Well,
bad? What's your take on this? This
You got
news
the
story here?
multi-generational families coming in, grandma coming in, as well as the 20-somethings that are staying. So a bigger home, I think, is going to be a key component moving forward. But we're working on a few things here at the office with about maybe 5 or 10 acres, maybe building 1,000 square foot properties on them as starter homes. So big homes. That's a big home. That's a very big home in that picture.
Big home.
But I think the big homes will serve a purpose, but I don't think it's. I think there's going to be a market for it for a while, because if you can move your families in there and get back to the basics, if you will, you know what I mean. Surround yourself with
Yeah.
family, and I think that's a good thing. Now, if there's only 3 people that live in that big house, there's a little bit of concern for me.
It's a single man. Okay, so what's happening here, and what this article kind of alludes to, is that some builders are now eyeing the townhome market.
Right.
So that's
Like
good.
I said, we're looking at 1,000 square foot. We're going to probably build maybe 40 or 50,000 square foot properties here in Phoenix
Yeah.
in the next 18 months.
Townhome construction comprised 6% of the total single-family homes built during the 1990s. That share increased to 9% from 2010 to 2015. So, and it's in recent quarters, it's showing growth of about 12% in that market. So, townhomes are considered single-family. They're not like the condo kind of thing. You own the lot below and the air above. So, and they generally come with a little patio in the backyard, or back area or whatever. So townhomes are just like single family homes. So the financing on those is relatively easy. So I think this is a good move by builders if they start doing this. I think it's a great move. We need affordable housing. We've said that for a long time. So if we start building those types of things for for first time home buyers, who then could take that, move out, and rent that property. It's a good income source. Good way to start into the real estate investing world.
Or use the equity for your down payment on that big house right there.
There you go. You can do that too. You can do that too. Hey, that's going to do it for today. You have anything else you'd like to add or anything?
No, not a thing.
No?
I think it's some good stuff. I think building smaller houses is going to be our newest trend here in Arizona. I think so, like 1,200 square feet. People don't need the big stuff. They just need affordability. So if you can build something under 200K.
Affordability. Yeah, I mean, you've seen that, right? The last 2 homes that we've shown, we have gone under contract same day, hours later kind of thing. So there's definitely a need for that. If I was a builder and I could get away with it and I could put some single family homes together, townhomes, man, those would sell before they're even built, I would think. Right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, right? Hey, everyone, thanks again for being a part of the show, watching us, and hopefully we brought you some good information that you can actually use and lightened your day, maybe even brought a smile to your face, entertained you a little bit. Hopefully we did that for you. We do this Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Arizona time, right at 22 minutes on our Facebook page. So head on over there, like our page, and you'll be notified when we go live, which would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
With that, I think we'll wrap it up. Everyone have a great week and enjoy your day. And we'll see you tomorrow for Trending Tuesday.
Yes. Perfect.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.